Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is James Warren. This is a training on two applications that the state uses for grant funding opportunities that will allow people to both view the applications that they need or application materials that they will need for their application, as well as to actually apply for state funding opportunities. The first that we're going to look at is VSS. And on VSS, you can view the documents that you're going to need in order to apply for a specific grant. So to access this VSS, first just type in VSS Colorado to Google and click on that top link there. And you can see we're on this sort of landing page. And right there in the middle are these two hands shaking with a click here for VSS system. And you'll do just that. Click there. It'll take you to this Colorado Vendor Self Service, VSS website. On this left hand side, you can see there's user ID, password, but if you look down, public access is what you want to click. This will allow you to view everything without needing to create an account. Now, once you do click, it'll open in a new window. I have mine converted to a tab here so you can see so that my recording doesn't get messed up. But it'll open as a window for you. It'll look identical to this. Here you can see all the grants that have closed, been awarded, that are ongoing. You can find out a lot of cool information that's happening in the state from this website. But what we are going to want to do is search for the opportunity that we're interested in. Today, I'm going to be using the Small Business Apprenticeship Grant that the CWDC currently has open as our example. But of course, this will work for any grant opportunity that you're interested in. So in this keyword search, I'm just going to type in small business apprenticeship. And you can see we've got a couple here. The top one says reposted. The second one doesn't say that. So this grant, actually, there was a technical issue. It had to be reopened. And so that's why it's reposted. And so that's the one that we're going to be interested in today. And you can see some information, obviously, the name of the grant, who posted it. You can also see when it was published, as well as how much time you have left to apply for this. So we're going to click over here on the left in details, and it's going to take us to find there's more information here on that. But importantly, you see these little tabs here, sort of on the bottom lots, slash lines, attachments, additional information. We want to click on attachments. And once we click on attachments, you can see the grant itself. You can see the documents that you're going to need to apply with. And you can download all of those these are freely available to anyone. You don't need to create an account, but these are the documents that you're going to want to download so you know what you're applying for and so you know what you need to upload in order to apply. So this is a really great way to get access to uh, any grant that the state has posted through VSS. So let's say you've downloaded all these materials, you're ready to apply, you've created everything, you've created a stellar grant application. Well, often you will apply through BidNet.com. BidNet is a different website, so we're just going to go to BidNet. So if you just search BidNet into Google, click on that very top one, BidNet Direct. It's this one right here, and it's going to take you to this main page. One important thing about BidNet is you do need to create an account in order to use BidNet. So you can just scroll down a little bit and just click on register now. So when you register, BidNet really wants you to spend money in order to use their service. But let me tell you, you don't need to spend a cent in order to use BidNet. There are no financial barriers in order for a grantee to apply. So you'll just click on limited over there, which is $0 a year to create an account. You're going to click add state. You're going to click Colorado and Wyoming because I guess that's one state now. And save and continue. You're going to fill in your name, phone number, username, and password. And then importantly, you'll see this section here stand out from the competition. That is automatically default added to your cart when you are creating an account. You want to make sure you unselect that. You're opting out of those funds. And then you can create an account for free. You'll finalize the registration and you'll have an account. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to go here. I'm going to log in using my username and password. And that's going to take me to the main BidNet Direct page. From here, you can actually apply to all of the grants that we saw on VSS. So let's do the same thing. We're going to type in small business apprenticeship. And boom, right there. It's the only one that came up. And as we look at, yep, posted by CDLE, it's got the same closing date that we saw before. So that is indeed the one that we're going to want to apply for. And it takes us to this page where you can see a little bit more information about the um, the grant itself. You see, there's all this information. What you're going to want to do, since you already have all your documents ready to go, in this top right corner, place bid, and you're going to want to place a new bid. And from here, you really just are uploading all the documents that you need. You can drag and drop or browse for your file. You can do it as either individual documents or as a zip folder with all your documents together. Once you've uploaded all your documents, click on that pricing tab and then enter the amount that you're actually bidding for. So let's say there's $200,000 you're applying for out of a $500,000 potential grant. So the grant says, hey, we accept offers from 100,000 to 500,000. But you're only applying for 200,000, you'd want to enter that here. Or if you're applying for 500,000, you'd enter that here. Um, you'll fill this out, including your name and your password, and the next page will be your confirmation for actually submitting the bid. And just like that, you've applied for a grant via BidNet. So I know this was a quick run through, but I hope that this provides some information on how to use these two systems, and you can reference them as you apply for state money. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and good luck with your application.